we have the pound, we have the Canadian, we have the Swiss, I'm sorry, we have the yen, but the one that we had a big sell signal from, as I showed you from the index, if you look at the index here, one of the big sell signals that we had was, as I said, the Aussie. We did the Aussie, but if you look at the Japanese yen, you could see the big sell signal that we had in the Japanese yen. So we don't have any indication of a short covering rally or a buying. This is a sell signal with a close at the end of the day that would indicate continuation. We should be looking for this to continue to the downside. Therefore, I want to be looking at the dollar yen. So if we look at the dollar yen, and this is the image that you can see. This is the dollar yen, and you can see that again it is Tony and the rest of you guys, this is the typical short covering rally that we have been discussing. You want that failure. You want them to trade below the 77.65, then to fail, not to continue to trade below the 77.65, to come back above it. Then they will realize that they made a mistake, and you get the explosive move into the opposite direction. The high of the day was 78.10. We closed at 77.80, and my structure 77.88. My structural short point is the 77.65, and we know from yesterday that, and you can see here, 4 or 5 days it's been trying to make an attempt to break below the 77.65, and it has failed. Therefore, there is no reason for us at all to go short unless it trades below the 77.65. So our short point is 77.65, and that is going to be our structure short point. That is our structure short point from last week, and of course it will be our stop. And to be honest with you, you need to be a little bit reluctant taking the short right there. We really want to make sure that it does break. And you can see here, if you look at the intraday chart, look how many daily lows and daily highs all sitting around. So you have the 3 daily low, the 77.65, the structural point 77.65. You have a 2 day low at 77.58 and a 2 day low at 77.55. This is a pretty solid area. So going short ahead of that, while this has established itself to be very strong support, I think is not really a wise thing to do. So we want to take it short when it trades below. On the long side, we closed the week at 77.80. We have the 3 daily high and the 2 daily high. So we are going to take it at, let's say, the 78. So we will buy it above 78, which will just give it. So our buying point is going to be the 78, which is right there as soon as it gets above, because of the 80-20 level. Our stop is going to be below the market side. Is going to be 77.85. So we're risking 15 pips on that. Oops. Okay, and the next structural long point is the 78.20. So the next structural long point is the 78.20, and of course, if we come and trade above the 78.20, this should take us, give us a pretty decent move all the way up to the 78.95 area over here. So for the dollar yen, we're going to be buying it above 78, and if we do, we have a structural long point at 78.20, and my stop is going to be 77.85. On the short side, I'm going to go short below the structure point, which is the 77.65. This is going to be my short entry and my short stop. Okay, that is the dollar yen.